Welcome back to Pop Culture Roll Call, the show where our hosts are watching The Magicians by only viewing the scenes that their character is present for. This is the Season 2 wrap-up.
Yay!
Welcome back to an episode of Pop Culture Roll Call. I'm your host, Mike. You'll be watching everything from the point of view of Penny. Love me as always.
It's Saja, and I watch everything from the point of view of Margot.
And from me as always.
It's Connor, which everything from the point of view of High King Elliot, as always.
Right here, right now.
It's Brian. I watches Quentin.
And creeping in the background often.
Yay! It's Producer James!
Yay! I would clap, but my dog today, if you're watching the video feed, is absolutely trying to get on Mike's lap. He's been doing this for 10 minutes. I don't know what's going on.
And
He's
I said
so
no.
tense.
Yeah,
And-
because
And
Mike
we need to respect boundaries.
Mike came to the white dog house with black cloth pants on. And
It's
was like,
not even
I
that.
don't want to get covered
It's not
in
even
hair.
that. Where on my... There's a mic on my lap. Where's the dog gonna go?
Well,
Where's the dog gonna go?
do you want me to let him
No,
free?
I don't.
I would say we let Otacon figure out where Otacon gets to go.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Literally.
Anyway, we're going to try our best, but if we start bursting out into laughter, that's why, probably.
It's probably not because of the jokes. Lord knows those ain't taking a nosedive.
Oh, man.
Well, Season 2, the jokes were good.
No, they
Yeah.
were good.
Wasn't that the tagline for the DVD?
Yeah. It's funny in Season 2.
In italics, Comic Sans, the jokes are good.
Well, I got the full series, so it just says it on the disc.
Okay,
It's
so
funnier.
Disc 2 is funnier.
It's a stamp.
Like season 1, but good.
I was sitting here during Season 1 going, guys, it gets better, I swear. Like, is this a joke? I'm like, there's jokes in Season 2, I swear.
Is this a
You
joke?
took us to a really expensive restaurant, and the appetizers were not great.
They were fine. They were fine. They'd been
They were
under
fine.
a lamp for a while.
Your generic,
what?
like Cisco,
They were
throw
pot-
everything in a fryer. It's all
Yeah.
the same
They were
food.
potato skins. Like, you can't like have a bad potato skin. But then we got cheese
I
curds.
was like, I think you could.
You can.
Challenge
You can.
accepted.
Can.
There's
Yeah, you-
dairy.
Okay, I'll complete that challenge for you real easy.
Just give me a potato, a peeler, in 5 minutes, and I will make something inedible.
Hey,
I
still
swear
get
to
a
God.
potato at
All-
the end of the day.
All you have to do is not season it, actually. and that is
Just
a
give
bad
them
potato
a raw
skin.
potato skin.
Oh no.
Yeah, see?
You're gonna
Anyway.
munch 'em.
They season their potato skins in season 2.
They do.
Yeah.
They do,
Oh, yeah.
and they even fry them a little bit.
Yeah, and there's some chives.
Some chives are in there.
Before we get started with
On the chives.
the end of season 2 and the whole episode, we have some business to take care of.
We do.
First of all, we are here to announce the winners of the people who donated for Extra Life last month. Thank you for all of your work. Sorry.
You didn't win, Otacon. It's this type of behavior is why you didn't
we
win.
have 7, just as a reminder. We have 1 Bill and
Bill Cipher.
A glowy.
6
I'm pretty sure glowy.
Sweet.
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 Our
From
favorite
Buffy.
dancing demon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to announce these in order of the winners. So the top person gets their pick, and we'll move on down the line. And then if someone picks Bill, then you get Sweet. So
And if somebody rejects, then we have a list of runner-ups, and we will contact you shortly.
In
So if
order.
your name's not listed here, doesn't mean that you lost. So don't go looking out a rainy window with a glass of wine and wondering what could have been yet.
Yeah.
It might still be.
we do there were just some people that joined us from Twitch. So if we can't get a hold of them,
Yeah. We're going to try our best.
yeah. But if we do,
Maybe.
we can't.
Hire
We
a
got some
bounty
backup to deliver a Funko Pop. All right. So number 1, Dan M. Congratulations.
We're clapping for all these?
Yep.
I'm excited.
Number 2, Max D.
We know Max. Hey!
We do know Max. Number 3, Jaren K.
What up, Jaron? I don't know who that is.
Number 4, Professor R.
Nope.
Say the whole name. This is not. Dot said she wouldn't say the whole
way
name.
you want it to.
Number 5, just the username Just Grapple It.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just grapple it.
Honestly, good barbarian tactic. We love
Yeah.
this here.
Yeah.
Number 6, Michael A.
Michael A. Boss for donating to Extra Life. I should have been doing bits like this the whole time.
Yeah.
We should end this podcast sometime today, though.
Number 7, Grant.
Great.
Hey.
Slipping in there in the 7th place. Probably
All right.
Sweet.
There are a couple more names that are on this list as backups. We will reach out to you
Yeah.
if
Yep.
we need to.
But if you are on that list, probably just send us an email to popculturerollcall@gmail.com, or if you're in the Discord, just send us a message.
Yeah, tell us where you want to send it to. But
Preferably
if
somewhere on Earth.
you don't hear this, we will also try to reach out to you.
Yeah, it's true.
But if you can just send me the email ahead of time, then that is way better.
This is really going to be a tester. Only people who actually listen to the episode still, you know? We're going to end up with like 4 sweets, no bill. Be like, what the hell happened here, folks?
More news?
One more.
Last news?
That was the live stream from last month.
Right.
But we have another one. We got to do it for this month.
Yeah.
So what day and what time are we doing this, Colin?
I love
What day
you started
did
it
other
so
people write
confidently.
down on their calendars? Because I did it.
I
No,
wrote down Saturday, December 27th
That
at
is.
1 p.m. Central Time. So that is what's going to be our next one. Yay! We're it's a big clapping episode.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
it.
what we're going to watch. We'll find out.
We don't know. If you have any, we have a little bit of time now. So if you do want to suggest anything specific, I know that for the Halloween we threw in a bunch of Halloween, and we could throw in
Christmas thing.
Christmassy
Christmas.
ones,
Throw some Christmas episodes
or
in
like
there.
wintry, like cold wintry ones.
There is the cute ice skate one with Buffy and
That's true.
I
I feel like it's got to be one from Gravity Falls too,
There's
right?
got to be a holiday one.
Got to be a holiday season.
Yeah, it's called
episode.
Summerween.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
that one, but did they not do a
I don't
Like
think
a-
there's
like
It might not have been
because
airing
they're
during
in the
winter.
summer.
maybe?
Oh,
They're there for summer break,
Yeah,
so
so
I
the
don't
summer-
think
there
there's
was no Christmas in July.
don't think there's any Christmas ones. But
That's
we
too
do
bad.
have the suggestion box on the Discord.
Yeah, if you think of any,
Throw it in there.
go ahead and chuck it in there.
What was
Love
the
to
date
hear
one more
from you.
time?
Suggestion box.
What's the date on the?
Oh, that is
Suggestion box.
December 27th at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Be there
Chicago time.
and be square. 'Cause
Yep.
we only have squares following us
Mhm.
and on this podcast.
I love being
no.
a square.
That's true.
That's
No,
true.
I'm kidding.
I'm
all right.
moderately rhombic.
You're
Okay.
rhombic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
That's the squarest thing anyone's ever said.
No, it's got a little angle to it.
I'm just
Squares
gonna
are
say.
rhombuses.
I hate to break this to you, Mike, but if someone was like, "Who is the coolest person on this podcast?"
It's not
Bud,
Mike?
It's
You're
Anaconda.
definitely not number one.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Mike's whole world.
So it's backwards day, right? We're just saying the opposite today. We're just saying the opposite today. Otacon could totally sit on my lap today.
You're in the top 5.
I'd be willing even to bet that you're in the top 3, maybe, if you're good.
Flash forward to a subreddit. So
Like
yeah,
3
Mike
other
left
people on the podcast.
when they said he wasn't in the top 1 position for coolest on the podcast, and then it all fell apart right there.
I'll let the listeners let you know who the coolest person on the podcast
Yeah, we'll put up a
is.
poll.
That would
I'm
legitimately
confident enough in
be
that
incredible.
poll.
That would be
I-
incredible.
I'm
Tear
not
us apart.
I'm only not confident because the funniest bit is dead last.
Oh, it is absolutely. I'm
There's
not gonna
no
do that to
way.
you.
If we do that poll, there's no way you pull number
Oh, no.
one.
The
and
funniest
even if
thing
you
to
are,
do is
to
vote
put
me
you
last.
last. Yeah, yeah. It's,
Otacon's above me.
He's just saying this so that he can tell himself that it wasn't a real poll. Anyway,
It was
so-
rigged.
it was rigged.
I demand a
It
recount.
was a bit. Anyway, let's get started with our wrap up.
yeah, let's talk about season 2 of The Magicians.
Yeah,
there's
what's-
more content apparently. We're doing season 3 next week. It's crazy.
What's your favorite episode, y'all?
Let's do that one. We were just talking about this before, so we should all have these locked and loaded.
I do know what mine is.
What is it?
It's Lesser Evils.
Can you
So
remind the folks?
that
at
is
home?
when I sell out his baby.
Yeah.
Right after a Les Mis musical number.
Yes, that's true. That is also very compelling. I love a sing along.
And it was a
also-
good Les Mis. I wouldn't even say it's like an homage because it's literally just Les Mis.
Yeah.
Like,
Music
Yeah, they
from
just
it,
did
right?
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is actually the thing. They like skip a couple, like change a few words and like skip a
Which-
few verses that aren't relevant. But
Which I do make a reference to.
yeah, it's very much in media res.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
it's great. Big fan. I just think that one's fun.
It's a good one. That was pretty high up there on my list too, because Elliot obviously gets the whole "I'm gonna fight for my kingdom." I don't know sword play, and then I end up falling like in. See, I ended up changing because I knew based on what we were talking about that you were gonna do it. But the more that I talk about it, the more it's probably also my favorite episode. Just it is a very good like Margot has a good big swing. You like sell out my wife and unborn daughter, which I don't even know is a daughter at that point, like
Right.
into the fairy. So we like setting up for season 3, so it's pretty big in that one. We also get that like Prince S and now I'm gonna forget his name, the king,
Edry.
Edry. And so like that whole thing, and then like Elliot falling for King Edry while we're like doing the sword fight in the woods, and I just I do really enjoy the scene of like Elliot going in all hot shit because he's got magic on his side and he imbued his broadsword with cool like Edry slaying energy, and it's going pretty well, and then the magic kind of gets turned off because something's happening. Is that I forget why the
They're
magic
the
it's just-
brownouts, right?
Oh, the brownouts.
Yeah.
They're just like naturally doing that. No one's like
Yeah.
doing a thing.
I mean, yeah, Ember is, but not
Yeah.
like consciously or actively or whatever.
Yeah, it's not like one of us on the couch is doing a special activity. But then Elliot climbs to the top of the tree, and then like Edry's just like trying to hack at a giant old oak tree with a sword that's doing nothing, and then turns out we want to kiss. And then that happens. It's great. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm not gonna say a runner up. I'm just gonna go ahead. I do think that one's probably my favorite.
Don't be a
episode.
Mike. Pick
I'm not
one.
gonna be a Mike. I'm gonna stick with my laurels. I'm a cool guy, and cool guys stick to their
A lot of
convictions.
swings at the king right here.
At the king. Okay.
No, you're
Unbelievable.
like actually the only person on this couch who isn't a king. Like
I
the
don't
other
need it.
three are the kings.
You're trying way too hard at being a
You're
king. I don't need it.
You're an intern at a library.
I have job security.
You're a librarian's gopher.
Three. Now Stas has a problem with this. Stas all laughs and giggles whenever we're just duffing Mike, but all of a sudden
Why
say,
is the library taking shots?
you say intern at the library
'Cause
with a
it's just
little
got
bit of stink
books.
on it.
Which are the least cool things.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right, Mike, what's your favorite episode?
What's your favorite episode, Mike?
Plan B. Listen, I love my Ocean's 11. I love my Ocean's 12.
Oh, it's a heist. Yeah.
I love my Ocean's 13. Give me a good heist.
I would have loved the heist if we saw any of it.
Well, for me, it
You
was
saw more
me-
than we did,
Yeah,
right?
and me
Okay.
and Katie went to go see like the underground, like I don't know if she was a mob boss, but she was definitely like in charge of hits, and it was like she was great. The loop where we kept dying,
That was funny.
that was really funny.
From my perspective, though, that was the most confusing heist I've ever seen. Where it's just like, I'm standing here and now the heist is over, apparently. All right.
I don't think it was the best executed
No.
heist. It
I
was
don't think
fun.
they made it for our
There's always
podcast
a great
format.
plan.
That's also fair.
Every heist has a great plan, and then something goes wrong. And it was me floating on a thing where the buoyancy was off,
Yeah.
and so it was like, and just like going up and down until I eventually triggered the alarm. Yeah, give me a good bank heist.
Yeah, I don't know why they added in the invisible monsters in there, because that felt like a little bit like hat on a hat. Because remember, like, then
but that's the monster that's chasing Julia?
that one
Joker
existed ahead of
Yes,
time.
that one is actually not
Oh.
really involved with the bank. That's a separate thing.
Yeah.
We
that
just
we
learn about
dragged
it in that
aside.
episode.
Yes.
Yeah. We are trying to do the bank thing to kind of help with the mystery ghost thing.
Got it. Okay, I kind of forgot where that fit in. I was like a confusing, like poorly executed bank heist short episode thing, and then you just throw in invisible,
Yeah.
like
Two
mythological
awfully-
creatures too, just for funsies.
Two awful separate things can happen at the same time.
No way.
Man.
Welcome to 2025. I know, it's great. Brian, how about yours?
We didn't say
Mine-
17 bad things could happen at the same time.
17's even being a little bit light for
Today.
us.
Today, yeah.
Reiner died today.
Ugh.
I know.
Mine
Rest in
was
peace.
the Flying Forest, I believe it was called. It was the
You
episode.
fucking stoner.
I think it was the first episode after shit went bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And Alice died and everything else, and I lost, or I didn't. Did I lose an? I lost an arm, right?
You did.
And then so I have the wooden arm, and I'm in the weird centaur hospital.
Do you still have a wooden arm?
Yep.
Yeah.
They covered it in skin.
They pulled a
That's
they
right.
pulled a "This is too expensive" Star
Yeah.
Wars episode 5
yes.
thing.
We're on
Yes,
a TV
yes.
budget, so
Yes.
It's got
Sorry.
a wooden center.
Yeah,
It's like a weird Tootsie Roll.
There needs to be at least one good bit about like termites getting in your arm.
Gotta
You gotta do
be.
something
Gotta
with it.
be.
Yeah.
But there was good stuff in the back half of that episode I really liked, where Penny and Quentin are like going on their quest to find a mythical creature to get a wish, and they're going through the forest and getting high, which was fine. I really like that scene at the end though, when they find the creature and Quentin is just like, "I want to go home." Listen. I'm not going to relitigate the wish. Terrible wish,
Bad
but
wish.
the emotional beat that happens in that episode works so well for me that I can forgive it.
Yep.
Number one wish, ask more wishes.
There's also I didn't see it, but as it was described, it was the funniest scene whenever you were trying to cut off Penny's wooden hands, or like, wasn't there a scene where you were trying to like
we were trying to cut his hands off because he had like
and you-
malfunctioning hands or
Yeah.
whatever.
Were they diseased or they were trying to kill me?
They were trying to
they
kill
were trying
you.
to kill
trying
you?
to kill
And
me.
I, like-
and I was like, do it.
And I missed and cut off some fingers.
But then you couldn't get it in a clean
Both
cut.
of us are
and so you-
screaming and just chop, chop, chop.
You're
And
just hacking away at my hands.
so good.
Even talking about it now, like I know that scene because this is not
It's
the
the
first.
same-
I was gonna say this
the
is
same
not the
episode.
first. Well, this is not the first like piece of media that's
Yeah,
done the cut.
24 did it with Chase.
Yeah.
Spoilers. And like
24.
and like that was like a great scene where it's like this really like somber, impactful, like clocks ticking type of thing. This was like, oh shit, oh fuck.
Failing to cut someone's limb off in one try and it becoming 30 tries
Yeah.
is funny.
Right.
All
Oh,
right.
it's so good. If only they would have done that in Game of Thrones, it would have been a little funnier. So it was just sad.
Ned, if you could just spoilers. Ned, if you could just not move. Just
That wasn't it. When I wasn't doing that, I was talking about Kingslayer because his hand cut off. It's more common.
no, I think it's funnier. Vince.
It is funny with the
Dylan
head.
Payne just sucks at being an executioner.
Can you just ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need you to not move.
Let
Can you
me
please not move?
let me tell this to you. Ned's head's on the chopping block. Executioner goes up, brings the sword down, misses, but gives him a sick haircut. Head comes up, whoom, Fabio, woof. Everything's in slow motion. Everyone
That kind of
claps.
feels like a Gravity Falls bit,
That
actually.
does feel like a Gravity Falls bit. It's a little bit. We're not doing cartoons here today. We're talking about the magicians. There's lots of sex and drugs and violence, and it's for adults.
A very adult show.
It's a
and
very
it wants
adult-
you to know that every episode.
Yeah.
True. What else do we got? Those are everyone's favorite episodes?
Yeah.
Great.
Wow, we stuck to one. Congratulations.
Good job, everybody.
Why you still look at me?
Mike?
I think there was one time, Mike, where you had like 2 runners up.
He does that almost every time.
Almost every
I'm
time.
sorry that
Let's
I
move
like
on
things.
before he pulls one out.
Well, in hindsight,
Compilation. Okay.
I want to start with a question from myself that
selfish.
Thanks for sending it in, James.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Appreciate your time.
This is for you personally. I want to know for each one of you, not just you, Stas.
Oh.
You just happen to be.
I can't see you behind the monitor, so I didn't know if you were pointing.
For all of you, as yourself, not your characters, are you an Ember or an Umber?
Oh,
Are you Chaos or are you Order?
Umber is order, yeah?
Yes, Ember is
yeah.
Chaos, Umber is Order.
I am order. I wish I wasn't, but I am a career admin, and that is kind of the thing that I do.
Yeah.
I'm the person who can't go to sleep if there are any dirty dishes in my house. I do the dishes. I'll do the dishes 5 times in a day. I'll be damned if I let a gross dish stay in that damn sink.
How many
overnight.
times do you eat in a day?
Every
He's
time
got
we
children.
I'll say we make a lot of dirty dishes. We
I'm gonna have
do-
Colin do some sleepovers at my house.
Yeah. Unless it's the only thing where I'm an Ember, where I'm Chaos. Not the only thing. There's a lot of things, but for the sake of comedy, the only thing where I'm an Ember is in the corner of my bedroom where all of my laundry that isn't dirty or isn't clean goes.
You have the clean stack?
Well, it's not clean,
Oh.
but it's not dirty. So I'm like gonna wear it again, or I might just put it in the hamper if I get too lazy or
Oh,
the
the
stack
strike
gets
one.
too big.
The
Yeah,
strike one
everybody's
pile.
like, oh, you should wear jeans 45 times before you put them in the freezer or whatever the fuck. Where are you supposed to put them? Back in the drawer? That's unhinged.
No,
Yeah.
it's unhinged behavior. So I have a chair, and that chair is covered in a
Laundry chair.
random. It's a laundry chair.
Everybody has a laundry chair.
Yeah, I would say.
There's mine.
In that case,
You know what? If we actually, they could steal this idea from us. If we went into like to design an actual
They
chair
actually,
designed for
she
laundry.
already did it. The girl who does
Son of a
shitty.
Simone Yetz? However we pronounce her last
Yertz?
name.
Yeah, she does. The girl that does shitty robots. Her company, which is awesome, by the way. She did like a laundry chair where it's like distinctly built for. She's awesome. I love her.
I've
Anyway,
never felt so seen.
She's great.
Look, even Bernie Sanders has a laundry chair.
in that case, maybe is that also Umber content? Is that also order content? Is that are
No,
we?
that's
Is it
Umber.
chaos? Okay. I just assumed because everyone was
love
doing
your
it, then maybe this
yeah.
is something more like keyed
No,
into
it's
the ape
neutral.
brain.
I love
Okay,
the most
fair
chaotic part of your life is just a stack of like moderately used laundry.
enough. It is, it's fair. What are you gonna do?
I have no idea. I probably lean Ember slightly just because I think it's funny.
I am also Ember Chaos, but
No,
in
you're
like
not.
so you say this, okay, But here, let me pitch this.
Okay.
I
Not a
am
good start.
Ember Chaos in the sense of like the academic controlled mess. Like things are where I want them, and I'm like buried under stacks of papers that are very specific that have a bunch of things that I need on them, but it is a chaos.
Sure, but the second anybody else gets involved, they need to confine to your like ordered chaos.
That's a different problem.
That's part of this, though.
Because like that's not about me as a person.
Sorry,
That's
I forgot
about
that
like
you never tell
my
people what
domain.
to do, and you don't have any very specific
I have
guidelines
actually-
for how people should act around you.
Okay, that's
Not a great start.
True. I don't enforce those upon anybody.
Okay, hold on, real quick. Indicating that you don't enforce things kind of implies that there are things that you could enforce. But you're a
choose
kind queen.
Not to.
So would you
rest
say?
my case.
Would you say that you're Ember and Umber curious? Are you Umber curious? Is that what we're getting at?
I'm saying that like I am not so meticulous in that I cannot leave a dish unwashed. That's
Yeah.
like not true. Look around. However, I feel like really what you guys are talking about is like if people took my advice, would their life be better? Yeah. But like am I gonna make them do it? No.
No, I'll just ostracize you for my entire life if you don't do it. But
Oh,
you're
I'm
free
sorry.
to make your choices.
I'm sorry, I don't have freedom of association. Okay.
There's only so many quotes that you would read and go, I know who said that.
Yeah.
I know who said
Second
that.
poll is going to be Astasia number.
Brian, we really need to fly under the radar here because our polls could get real nasty real quick. Especially you start throwing them across the bow, then you get into the reciprocity polls.
6 months later, should Staj and Brian get a divorce? Yes, no.
How much does call it fucking suck this year? How
Um,
about you?
I think I'm mostly order. I think
Yeah.
I have a certain way I want to approach things. I
It's
have a
almost
certain
it
way
is
I want to
impressive.
organize things.
It is impressive the amount of like what I would consider to be chaos that you are able to order. It's
Yeah.
an impressive amount of ordering for the amount of things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can get a little chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
I
But-
would say, like, Umber's house, I don't think you ever saw it. It is, like, more orderly than, like, I mean, it's obviously orderly, but it's more, like, he is a fanboy, right? So
Yeah.
he has, like, decorations and memorabilia and stuff all over his house, like you do.
Mm-hmm.
It fits, I think.
Yeah, there is a type of what could be messy if you look at it. In my brain, I clock it as order. I
No.
clock it as like this is organized in a certain
It's
way.
just not minimalism. But
Yes,
it's,
yeah, you're ordered maximalist because,
Yeah.
like, I think, I mean, you've got things are on shelves and cases and drawers and things are like sorted and stuff.
But they're rotated on a schedule.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, we're coming out of the Fantastic Four season. We're going firmly into the holiday season, so we got to rotate that out.
Please, no, don't explain what Fantastic Four season is. We have to move on.
I don't want to know. I know there are 4 seasons: summer, winter, fall, and spring.
And
amateur
landscaping.
And
seasons.
Amateur.
Well, early January we go into Lord of the Rings season, and then late January we go into like the Royal Rumble season. Obviously, 2 different seasons.
Lord of the Rings, Fantastic Four into Royal Rumble into Lord of the Rings. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Brian, have you decided?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he said.
He
Oh,
said,
you did?
Yep.
Where did you end up?
I'd probably lean Umber. Or
Lean-
lean Ember, sorry.
Lean
Lean
Ember.
Ember.
Lean
Am I the
Lean
only one?
Chaos.
Oh, okay.
No,
No,
I said
I
Link
think he's
Chaos.
the only one that.
I think
that
Mike
said
and I were
Ember.
were more Umber. I mean, it's probably a sliding. What I'd really like to do is have a graphic so I could adjust. Like you have 100 points to put between
yeah,
the two.
And you,
All right,
And where would it
then
be?
what's your
You're a-
split then?
Umber in the
the
streets.
split is too detailed.
that's
The
too
split is
I
too
want to do the
detailed.
split. We could talk about
think-
this question all day.
I guess the question is which way do you lean more?
Yeah.
And I,
Yes.
yes, and I would say that like there are elements of both. I think we're people, real
Yeah.
people.
Oh, for
so that yes, but I think
I live by the spreadsheet.
the majority, yes.
I think this podcast has shown everyone that I, in my heart, am an Ember, which is to cause chaos in the room in an organized fashion.
Don't let the fire spill out. Don't let the fire spill out. Keep the fire in the room.
The fire in the room. I love the fire.
I love the fire, but not only in the room.
All right, let's go to some listener questions.
I love that, listeners.
All right, we're gonna start with New Julia
Hi, New Julia.
on our Discord
Is that
asked,
like New Coke?
I haven't watched The Magicians, so I have no visual knowledge of the show.
I
Hey.
love you.
New Julia, I love it.
I love the vibe. That's exactly why we do this weird, stupid podcast, so people can listen in
I
their own.
love when people
weird ways.
don't watch the show and just listen to us, though. It makes
Yeah.
me feel good that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
That's true.
What do you think is the most important visual detail that I'm missing?
That's
How
very
hot
hold on.
Penny is.
Huh?
How hot Penny is.
Yeah, I was about to say his wide open chest.
Because I fear that it may come across as like, oh, kind of douchey or like whatever.
No.
The problem is he is so hot, it like clears that.
He's like an asshole. He's vulgar. Like everything about him sucks. He's the best character in the show. I love him.
Yeah.
He has so much charisma.
There is not a shirt that is that is safe from being exposed at a scale too wide for that shirt to bend.
He does have like that Ryan Reynolds vibe, not from like the charisma. I mean, charisma is there, but Ryan Reynolds, every time you see him on screen, I'm just like curious when they're going to either get his shirt wet or get his shirt off, or like it's the same thing with like Hugh Jackman for a long time in his
He's
career.
asking for some rainfall.
He's asking for something. Like he needs to be sweating, it needs to be
They
misty
should
out.
just make
like-
him wet in every scene and be like, "Oh, sorry, I just teleported from the rainforest. What are you gonna do?"
I think also like legitimately, it's not just like Marvel action like
No,
stereotype.
it's almost
hot.
very realistic.
There's like a charisma there that I just feel like is like they
He's-
cast very well.
He knows who he is.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget that when you're watching Mike recap it.
Oh my god, this is just roast day.
Well,
this
no,
is fun.
that's because Mike suffers from setting blindness, or sometimes he doesn't know what room he's in.
That's fair. I'm actively plotting secret paybacks for everyone.
That's fair.
That's
I
fair.
deserve it.
That's actually
yeah,
fair.
it's also very good. What the fuck did I do?
But no, I was gonna say immediately Penny.
Penny's good. The other thing I would say that you miss, and this is something that we haven't really talked about, I don't think, but I do, as much as I think Quentin was an annoying little rat boy in the first season.
Was?
I was like, he's better this
getting
season.
better.
He's getting better. But that's also part of the
Not a good
character.
tone.
But
He's getting better.
he's not supposed to be not that character.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's written very well for that. And I think one thing that they do, or the actor who portrays Quentin does really well, is his mannerisms. I really enjoy the way he fixes his hair. As somebody who
Yes.
used to have long hair and have like this chronic, like I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to say like chronic tick because that's like a thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. But like you get an obsession when you have long hair. That falls in front of your
habit.
eyes. It's just like that constant sort of like brush. I still have it a little bit with my short hair, but like
Yeah, you
I was
do,
gonna
you
call
do
it out.
pull
You walk
your
around
I
a
pull
lot,
my
just
hair
like,
a lot.
"Hi, guys."
I like touch my head and
Hi,
face a
guys.
lot. It's like a thing that I do. But like watching him, it seems very natural. It's like, and it's whenever he's thinking or he's excited, and he's like grabbing, kind of like rubbing his head, and it's like, it's just a very. I like when actors make very subtle body choices that portray their characters like anxieties or internal sort of like struggles, and I think it's a very good one that he does.
Yeah, he's really good
Yeah,
at it.
I think it's a good like body acting kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's really
you
solid.
buy into whether or not we like Quentin. His actor definitely made choices in the first season. You're like, yeah, that's a twerp. And like honestly, like objectively, this is a good-looking man. Like,
Yeah,
but he like
sure.
made decisions and moved his body in a way that like you're like, yeah, that guy sucks. Like it's good. He did a really good job.
The other thing I'd point out visually about the show is it's incredibly gray. Just the color grading and
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
on it. I mean, it's
Not
of its
magical.
era, right? Like every other show
Yeah.
around this time looked like this, so it's hard to be like they're not standing out because like they're really not standing out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, a
I
little
think
bit muddy.
most particularly on Earth.
Yes.
So the first season is mostly
Very gray.
gray. I feel like Fillory's a little warmer.
It is, and when the fairies come, they like add a little bit of like greenery, but then there is still kind of a weird gray.
it's not
I don't
very,
know,
still not set, like
filter on it.
oversaturated or
Yeah,
anything.
no. And I thought maybe it would be when we like had that moment, and I was kind of excited for it, and it doesn't look like that.
It almost makes. I mean, this is not really to the show's fault or anything like that, but like the scene where we go to the underworld and it's very like bureaucratic, you almost want that to be more gray, but they can't go more gray than gray, so there's like
It's
it looks
black
the
and
same
white.
as the rest of the show. Sorry.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The tutting is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish that we got more magic. You could tell that like magic effects are probably expensive and it's hard to like quantify, and like most of the season the magic was unreliable, so we weren't doing a lot of magic.
Yeah.
But I do like that approach of it because it is like campy in a way. Like, I don't know, most of the time I feel like in modern magic it's all about like minimalism. You're doing a lot of power with something very simple, and it's more about the trade-off. It's like the modern fantasy vibe is like what you're giving up to do the spell, versus this is very much a like D&D like somatic verbal components kind of thing.
yeah.
Magic, where it's more about how complicated and technical you can be to achieve something.
But on like a scene to scene basis, it's not as like wondrous as something
No.
like Harry Potter. For
No,
example.
definitely
Oh,
not.
for sure,
It's
not.
It has like a mundane quality, and then like blasts of something crazy, and then back to mundane.
It's much closer, though. I would say this show has much more magic intensity. It's much more similar to like a Full Metal Alchemist style magic system, where there's like costs, yes, but also complexities and like design and like hand signals, and there's like steps that you have to do, and if you do them wrong, you're like screwed. Like it's not like oops, it didn't go off. It's like you caused a major issue.
Like with
Like-
a few exceptions, most of the magic spells take like, several minutes at the very least of like in-world time to set up,
Yeah.
if not like hours. So they're like doing kind of ritual stuff versus just like wave
Blast.
a wand and say a word.
Which I don't think you would get from our summaries, because we're not going to spend 5 minutes about talking about how they like muddled around. And sometimes the show skips it and imply time
Right.
too, right? So
But they're
like,
very clear in a room that's set up with a bunch of accoutrements. And
Yeah.
they're not like, they didn't just walk in and have it like that. Like they were doing some more work ahead of time.
to set stuff up
Yeah,
for sure.
They don't do as much of like in Buffy, where we'd have like half an episode where the B plot would be us getting specific ingredients or like learning from a book on how to set up a thing, and then talking to Giles, and like Buffy did a lot more like setup and getting to the point where the spell went off was the big
Yeah.
thing. This is very much more the side of like the ramifications of doing the spell. It's like after
And the
it's
spell
cast.
happened to happen.
Yeah. The spell happened, and then what's happening after the fact was
Yeah.
more of the interesting thing.
Which isn't really a part of the visual element, but I do think that's to the show's credit. Is like the magic here is almost like a means to the end of telling an interesting story.
Yeah.
The magic itself is not always or usually that interesting.
And since like episode 1 with the again talking about the visual, going back to the visual component, since like the first episode and where we had the like vortex that opens in the ceiling, all the way up until we like killed the beast with a bunch of like magical spells, but like in between there, unless I'm forgetting something, there's not a lot of dramatic magical visuals. It's all pretty subtle.
yeah.
It's all pretty like mundane, like day-to-day stuff. We're not doing a lot of like giant portals and summoning big creatures and
There's
big
bits and
energy
pieces.
there's some stuff. Yeah, it's not
But
not
nothing too
on
crazy.
zero, but yeah, it's the magic is much more toned, like down to functional real world stuff.
Could
I did see a
also be
dragon.
yes.
Yeah,
Could
but you didn't
also-
summon it.
But it could also be because I'm thinking of Julia and Katie. Like,
Yeah.
there also could be scenes that we're not seeing, but at least
True.
for us, from our perspective,
True,
like
true.
that stuff is kind of the stuff at the school is a little bit toned down. So.
And we spent, again, as I said earlier, we spent most of this year dealing with the ramifications of magic being unreliable. So a
Yeah.
lot of times it was us learning how to do things without magic.
Yeah, definitely.
Than doing it with it. So
One last thing before we
Hmm.
move on. I called it out at the beginning of the season 1, but I don't know how else to say this. The show is so millennial coded. I
Yeah,
cannot.
it is.
I like everything about it. If you are of a
That's
certain
why
age,
it's so gray.
if you are of a certain age, like it's gonna be like, I don't know, it's gonna just feel really familiar, and it's gonna be a product of the time period that it's made in. It's gonna be a product of the fashions that they're choosing. It's gonna be like a product of the slang that they're using, obviously. But like, my God, it's so, I can't even always pinpoint exactly what it is about it, but I'm just like, woof, I know when this was made.
Yep.
Like that
Lots of skinny
feeling.
jeans.
Well, there's definitely that too. Yeah, and the layers. There's just a lot.
cool.
All right, next question.
Next question.
From Divine Miss M.
What up?
on our
Divine
Discord.
Sim? Hello.
Let's talk about Sylvia,
Let's do it.
the girl who died in the poison room. Her father? Who do you think he is? And do you think that might be significant later?
Well, now that you're asking about it,
I
okay.
think
we know he's like a mob bossy kind of dude, right?
I mean, we talking so much about her family, there's no way it doesn't swing back.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, all the vibes were pointing towards some like mafia thing.
I'm wondering what if her dad is the South Pole guy.
Mayakovsky.
Mayakovsky.
Santa? Oh,
No.
I don't know. It's just like it's a weird little
because
swing,
her dad
but it's
was
like,
doing business.
Yeah, like her
Yeah,
her
that's
dad was
fair.
like out and about doing
Yeah.
business.
I'm trying to think-
Construction. Don't
She
worry
was
about it.
human?
Sanitation.
Sanitation.
so then do we think Penny gets blamed for her death?
he kind of should be. That plan sucked.
I mean,
Of course, someone was gonna
in
die.
all fairness, he did tell her, "No, don't go."
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, but he's the. I mean, he's
Yeah,
the
a
adult,
person
quote
who
unquote.
wasn't there, who only has Penny's word to take.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the book. It's in
Yeah,
her
it's
book.
also in the poison room.
Are they gonna take another one of my
the books
limbs?
is the poison.
Like Penny didn't set up the poison room. Now, do I think it's possible that her dad will come in and just blow up the library? Yes, I do think that's possible, and I think that would be an interesting storyline. But like, I don't know if you're. I mean, like, and you might be caught up in the fallout of that, but would he actually be
But-
personally responsible for that? I find that hard to believe.
I mean, I could also see him going like being angry with me, but then finding out I'm a traveler and going, well, now you gotta work
do
for
it.
me a bit, so I'm gonna have my second
pay off my daughter's death.
my daughter's death. But no, like with all of the jokes about being like mafia related, like I can't see beyond that. Of that somehow being no, I was on it because she never said no that I remember. It was a lot of deflection from what I recall.
This is the type of show where like a magical mafia would fit right in. I think.
Absolutely, and I think that it's probably going to be relevant at some point. Got to set up another season. We got something else to do after we fight fairies, maybe.
I mean, isn't
Reynard still over there, still kicking.
no,
too,
he
right?
might be dead.
He might be.
Yeah.
Dead. We don't have confirmation. Well, I mean, we weren't involved, but we didn't see the body.
I feel like he probably is dead, just if not to
But, I
move the
mean,
plot into the.
The only problem
next
is like
bad
we're
guy.
starting to set up like, oh, we need to fight like the old gods or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're like going more large scale. So like bringing it back down to earth a little bit. We're like, oh, we're fighting the mob now. Like
We
it could
need
be a
a-
good
we
B
need-
plot.
We
but,
need
like,
a kingpin.
Yeah, versus a Thanos.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
might just be
Yeah.
it might be a solid B plot kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like we just have a thing that we're doing for 5 episodes or something like that. Like one of us gets wrapped up into something.
The more I think about this, actually, that would be. I'm actually now. I feel like very solidified in my thoughts. I feel like maybe the dad is going to do something to that library because somebody's got to break you out of your imprisonment to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be stuck there forever.
No, and so like, how long could that really last
Because it sounded like he entrusted the library,
to keep her alive?
and
They
that
did
librarian
not do that,
did not do that.
and it did kind of seem like she knew that you guys were going to do it.
But also, based on the final episode moments, who knows that library's still there?
That's actually a really good point. It might already be gone.
What happened in the final episode? Oh, it's starting to
everything
shit
bad.
schism part,
Yeah.
right?
The
yeah.
fairies,
Yeah, the fairies
like
and things
took
like
over.
that.
No, not fairies. The
We-
elder gods took the magic away,
And we evacuated.
because they were like, "You guys killed gods,
Y'all suck.
and this is not
Oh,
no more
give us our
toys
toy
for
back.
you."
Yeah.
We're getting cold or whatever. What Julia said, or no, Alice actually.
Yeah, Alice. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, we're gonna see his dad.
I wonder if we. I'm just wondering if we met her dad, especially because the question coming in being like, "Who do you think the dad is?" Like, we know kind of mafioso, but now I'm trying to like, what would be the third thought? Because like, are we trusting her word? Because she didn't give the vibe of somebody who was being entirely honest. She kind of like was being a little self-serving in that, and not
Yeah.
as an insult. Like, she
But
should be self-serving in those moments. But
I think her demanding I leave her behind to survive. I'm giving her some like, okay, you're not a bad guy.
yeah, I'm not saying she's a bad person. I just don't know if she was being
Honest.
the most honest. You can be dishonest.
wouldn't it be really
an
sad
awkward
since that
moment.
place is out of time if that was your daughter?
Yeah, well, that would be pretty sad. And then Elliot,
Oh.
that'd be pretty good.
Because isn't that out of time?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really. She doesn't actually have to be the age, right?
That's not a
theoretically?
that's not a bad.
Hey,
It's not a
my
bad shot.
bad.
Yeah,
I
if
told
you-
her not to
I
go.
don't think so, but like,
Be
yeah.
wild.
If
That would
Margot
be
sells
wild.
my daughter to the fairies, and then Penny kills my daughter in the poison room,
I didn't kill her.
I'm already getting mad.
That would be like a fascinating, even if they don't do that, that's just like a fascinating thing of like, how do you have these characters like grieve over
Yeah.
stuff that hasn't
Hasn't happened.
happened, but
Yeah.
will, like, you know.
Yeah. Just because, like, I don't know exactly how time works in that area, so
Well,
maybe
it's a flat
it doesn't.
circle.
Maybe it doesn't work that way. But I mean, we've set up this whole thing about how it's out of time, and like the
Yeah.
only reason we've really used it is to like not have us miss finals in the first season, and that feels like a waste. I don't know.
I like it.
Just thought.
Theories.
We didn't really answer the question about her dad. We started speculating about her, but that's fine.
No, it's all
I think
good.
it's Magic Tony Soprano.
Well, Divine Miss M has a different question.
Another one. We love that.
It's still Magic Tony Soprano.
Do you think there's a reason why the fairies took Margot's eye but Fenn's toes?
I don't know. I guess I was assuming that they were just little body horror freaks. But I wonder if they're building some kind of automaton.
just
They're
made
just
out of
collecting
parts.
body parts. They're
Like,
little
who's got the best of
Frankenstein's
each?
monsters.
Like the
kinda
best of the
deal.
best.
So you could make a guess that, like, I'm trying to think, like, both of in story and also, like, because in my head, I'm like, Margot gives her a nasty look, and she's also talking a lot of trash. And I'm like, well, they wouldn't take her mouth because they need her to talk for the rest of the
Yeah.
show's runtime. So, like, I could see a fairy punishing, like, disrespect with, like, how dare you look at me in the face with an eye.
Give me the evil eye.
And then also Fen, like, trying to leave and escape and then taking her toes, which makes it hard for her to walk and makes it hard for her to actually have freedom again. Maybe, I guess, but
yeah, I
that
feel
seems
like-
vague.
I feel like the eye getting removed is just like a vanity thing, because like it's one of those body parts. Because you take toes, you put them in shoes, and you can not
That's right,
you
keep
don't
all my
know
toes.
that somebody's missing toes. Like one of Margot's like cruxes is that you're a kind of vain person, and like you can't really hide missing an eye.
Yeah, that's true. It could absolutely be because of her vanity, for sure. That's definitely another.
But and I think to that exact point, I do agree that one thing that Fen was constantly doing is like she's not necessarily like on the move, but she's always like she might be part of a terrorist cell. She might have her own motives. She's part of like Elliot's like entourage. She's trying to get in good with the king. Like she's traveling back and forth between worlds. Like she doesn't seem like a very vain person. She's somebody who's like favors her like practicality.
Yeah.
Like she like grew up in like a working class family. So like hobbling her ability to like get around seems like probably the best way to remind her of her transgressions of crossing the ferries.
Yeah.
Whereas Margot's better one is every time she looks in a mirror, 'cause she's going to do that a lot.
Right.
Kind of deal.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about vanity, but that definitely is probably more accurate.
What do you think the fairies would take from Elliot, Quentin, and Penny?
They would take Quentin's magic.
How do you take?
You think you just take the magic straight up?
Yeah.
It's more of like an esoteric
Yeah.
thing that you're gonna take
That's
away.
literally the only thing keeping him like feeling like important or valuable or whatever. I feel if you take that
That's-
away, he's
yeah.
cooked a little.
How do you take Penny's entire chest and keep him alive?
You take his chest away.
Like they just
Just
like
the muscles.
yeah, they slice off the front and like just saw like
Sink it in.
Ugh.
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna sound
They
fucking
just swap.
body
Ooh,
horror.
no, I got it. It's
They
not
swap?
taking anything. They swap Quentin and Penny's chests.
No, I feel like the problem with Penny is that it's not like his hotness is not just like a physical thing. So I feel like he'd make anything work, really.
Maybe you take.
Like honestly, I'm
I mean,
not
that's,
kidding.
that's who you take, like, their ability to speak.
I was gonna say take his
Oh,
voice.
yeah, his voice, Little Mermaid
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he is somebody who likes to, and I was gonna honestly say that kind of for Elliot too.
Yeah.
Is like taking my ability to talk would probably be one of the ways that would hurt me. Because when Elliot gets into any bad situation, he's a talker, right? And I think Penny's a similar thing. Like he's a sheer force of will, and his words are like cutting to the point of the matter. Like he doesn't really deal in like eloquence and sort of politicking. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up! We're going now."
Stop
like
being a
he-
fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's like that's his very like
Yeah.
on the nose kind of deal. So if he can't communicate that way, it feels like it'd be a really good way to hurt him.
I just
why I got
realized
the
Penny
hands.
got his hands taken away. So like
So he
that
didn't
would,
already
that
get
would
that?
just be
Yeah.
they'd
Just do it
go
again.
back.
A
They would
little
just do
bit
it
too
again.
much. A little bit too
Like the
much.
minute I get them fixed.
Just take it
Ooh,
away.
just
again.
take some fingers though, because then he can't fully tut.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's also magic, I guess, in a way. The characters like they're all very similar in how they get out. They like to get out of jams for the most part, and so I feel like a lot of these are really similar for them. But yeah,
But no, now because they're asking that question, now I know there's something up. Like all these questions, like, oh, just wondering. It's like, no, you're telling us indirectly
that's true.
what's going on. So what mobster is going to take my voice?
Anyway,
Anybody? Bueller?
Anyone?
Her name's Ursula.
Brad, did you have any thoughts about anything different?
No.
No. Okay.
I think we're good.
All right, next question is from Alopt
Hello, a lot.
from the Discord.
Hey, hey.
The question I've just altered a little slightly.
Wow.
If you
Wow.
could assign your character to be one of the 7 deadly sins, which would they be?
Oof.
So as a reminder of the sins:
Yes.
pride,
Uh-huh.
greed, wrath, envy, lust,
Yes.
gluttony, and sloth.
Lust. Hands down.
Penny is lust.
I think so.
Lust?
The number of people he has tried to or has slept with in this show is more than one, less than a million.
Yeah, but is that like your maybe?
I think that works for Penny.
I mean, I don't think it doesn't work.
'Cause,
It's,
like,
we
I don't
all
think
kind of
it's-
contain
it's
these.
not
It's sort of the
envy.
point, but it's not envy.
Because he
for
can't
sure.
envy himself.
It's not gluttony. It's probably
not
not
sloth.
wrath. It's probably not sloth.
This one's tough because I'm kind of tied between two:
What do you tie between?
pride and wrath, and like I think
Wrath is a new look, but
it
it's
is newer,
definitely
but
big.
it's like
Look.
it's coming up fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Season
is
1's
a
for
new
sure
look.
pride.
Yeah,
And
season
season 2
two
is
is
starting
wrath.
to add a
Yeah.
little wrath seasoning.
Yeah, so I have to go with how she is now, and I'm gonna have to go wrath because like there was some pride. She apologized. She
Yeah.
like committed herself to it. So I feel like pride is a little bit out now, and wrath is in. So
Declaring war.
yeah,
Yep.
like executions like in the streets kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like wrath.
I think wrath makes a lot of sense, and I agree. I also agree. It's been like the last 4 episodes or so have been. You really went whole hog on the fucking like military dictatorship.
Real
all of
quick.
a sudden, yeah. Let's see, Elliot. I was gonna kind of do pride. Honestly, it might be a weird little stretch, but I'm also tied between greed and envy. I think it might be greed. I don't think it's envy because he feels like he's hot shit, and he's also a king. Like, I'm not sure what he's envious of other than people's ability. The only reason I thought that for a minute is because like he is very envious of not having responsibilities. Like he does want to go back.
But that's why I would almost say, and this is maybe a little bit of a stretch, it's almost gluttony for Elliot in
that's
the like
true.
drugs and alcohol like conversation.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
like if you're not going to do lust because it's not primarily lust, I feel like that kind of can fall under gluttony
Yes.
of like the
And that's
But
why I
can-
was doing greed, but I
Yeah.
think greed and gluttony are doing the same work.
They're
there.
very
Because for
similar.
me, it was like greed of like Elliot, like wants everything at the same time. He like wants to be like married and the king of Fillory. He wants to be back at school partying. He also wants to like he wants to be the champagne king. He wants to be loyal to his subjects. He wants to fuck the hot king from the next castle. He wants to like shirk himself of the responsibilities of being king entirely. Like he is somebody who is constantly trying to grab at everything, and it's all just like slipping through his fingers, and he can't carry everything at the same time. But I think it's the same. I think it's the same logic there between the two of them, 100%.
yeah.
For Quentin, I'm struggling. I might lean like in a weird way envy of like how he just doesn't want to like it's very much like the grass is always greener type of characterization. I don't really know how to frame it for him.
I definitely feels like he wanted to be the chosen one.
yeah.
Like there's always that he wants to be special, and like he's constantly reminded, or he thinks he's being constantly reminded that he isn't, and
but
that
he is because he's one of like a dozen people in the
But
story.
it's
that
never
are
enough.
Yeah, right, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely see
I think it
that.
works for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially right after you didn't get the High King title and you just
Yes.
got King title. It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
And you also weren't the chosen one, and it was Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
And like the minute you don't get things to go your way, I want to go home.
yeah,
Sure.
I would agree. I agree.
That's sloth, though.
Nah, that's not really what it is. You
So I
really
was like,
wanted
I
to
don't,
be king.
I don't care to want something.
Yeah.
No.
All right, next question we have from Psyche
What up,
Yay.
from the Discord asking, I feel like you've probably missed more content in this show than any previous one.
Really? Okay. I mean, I kind of figured, but also Angel kind of gave me the vibe of we were missing a ton from the big bads until we became Wolfram Hart employees. and we
Yeah.
Even then, I feel like it's
We
like
got a lot more.
a scene every couple episodes in
Yeah.
Angel, whereas this, we're probably missing multiple scenes every episode.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
What do you think is the most important scene you haven't seen?
The Reynard stuff.
Yeah.
The
Everything
Reynard
Reynard.
stuff.
The Reynard, yeah. We basically didn't interact with Reynard at
Oh.
all. You all like got like one time where you saw him on a TV.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
I
put
didn't.
Reynard in a room with like 5 dudes.
I've never seen him.
I got no idea.
I feel like Julia has so much stuff. She's
Yeah.
probably a main character.
I'm really Julia. I feel like is the character,
Yeah.
and
Wouldn't it be wild if she was the main character?
I don't think she is. I think it is Quentin, but she's introduced with Quentin
But
in
it's-
the
it's-
first scene, so it's like
100%. And it's also moving into one of those like kind of ensemble cast things where the
Yeah.
first season has a main character, and as you go on, it's just equally
Shifting,
divided.
yeah,
But
it
she's
definitely-
one of those kind of equally divided characters that we're not seeing at all.
yeah. I think she probably had more than I did this season.
I think you're probably right on that one.
I
Yeah,
actually
Margot
really
definitely
do.
took a back
Yeah,
seat
especially
for
'cause
a
even
good
with-
chunk of this.
With Margot stuff, like Elliot sees a lot of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like independent solo scenes,
yeah.
I would say I don't even think it's close. Probably.
Right. Because the number of times she'll like pop, like Julia will pop in, like even last season, she'll pop in. We're like, oh, she was in this episode? Weird.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't mean I wanted to change. I know you asked me this before. I'm not interested.
But I think we talked about that in the season 1 wrap up too.
Yeah,
It
we
was
did.
like,
Yeah.
like who do we think gets the most additional content?
Yeah.
Like I'm not
It's
sure if it's the
Julia.
exact question, but I do think Julia.
I think
But
it's
if we're
still
talking about like
Julia.
specific things that happened, it's definitely Reynard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit with her shade. I don't really understand what happened there. It
Yeah.
might have been tied to the Reynard stuff.
I think
but-
Alice has. I've called that a
bunch.
couple times. I think Alice one has a bunch, but I also feel like they had some really important scenes whenever Alice sort of died and her human form was becoming a Niffin with like her brother and like what that world or life looks like.
I'm
Like,
not convinced they show a lot of that.
maybe not. I got the sense that was a bigger world building thing, and we were just kind of getting the
Yeah.
drip.
We probably missed like an info dump somewhere, which might have been important around like what shades and Niffins are. Because I feel like we were kind of in the dark on that a little bit for a while.
Like we like vaguely remembered it was referenced, but it was like not like a
Yeah.
huge
But the way the show portrays Alice post death is very much like from Quentin's viewpoint and like how she interacts with him. So I don't feel like we missed a ton of her as a Niffin or as
maybe we'll
Quentin.
still get that. Maybe that's still.
Well, she's her own
coming.
person now.
Well, I know, but maybe she'll talk about it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I see what's going on. But we're reaching at straws because I do think the biggest thing is Reynard, Julia, and Katie.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's necessarily. I don't know if Katie was in it this season as much.
Not as much, but I think they were. I think Julia and Katie were very involved in what
What's going
started
on.
the Reynard feud, and then
Yeah.
it feels like Katie peeled off.
Katie
Yeah.
bounced between the two storylines.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not convinced though that they're gonna be as important next season. It kind of feels like the balance of like who's getting is gonna focus back towards, at least at the beginning, on Margot and Fillory and all that stuff. I don't know. We'll see though.
It does feel like we're bringing Julia more into the fold. I'm wondering if it's going to be less she's doing her own thing now that she's got her shade back, and she's like, if we're assuming Reynard
Doesn't though, does she?
Didn't we talk about that? in
It
the
did
last
sound like
episode
she
that it
did
sounded
though.
like she-
Yeah.
'cause she
We
was like-
actually don't know this.
we don't
Yeah.
know this, but I was making the assumption based on how she was like getting trashed on the couch, is
Yeah.
that she got her shade back and is now experiencing the emotions that she was able to kind of like hide because that part of her wasn't. And we don't know. That was just like the vibe that I got was because she said, like she made some comment about like you try becoming whole again and see
Yes,
how it,
she did say something weird
about
and we
like
were like
becoming
yeah.
whole. I think is like the phrase that she
Yeah.
used,
Sure.
which felt like, especially because the hole in the chest is like representation of missing the Niffin. Again, talking where it feels very apropos to the question at hand. We missed a lot with
Yeah.
Shades and all that jazz, and Julia specifically. Since we still don't really know where that all landed. Like again, I assume that Reynard's dead, but I'm not even.
It sounded like he died, but not in a satisfying way.
It was
But
like with a
Julia
whimper instead
didn't-
of a bang.
But Julia didn't seem upset about that either, though. Right?
No.
Like I feel like if
Katie
he,
was.
sure, but I feel like Julia has more of the like I want revenge on Reynard,
Yeah.
and if she didn't get that, she seems kind of chill about it.
Yeah.
I
And it's
don't know.
weird that Katie is upset about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, final
We
question
love that. Hey, what's up?
from Max Drixton.
Hey,
Max.
From
we've
Minnescore.
got a thing for you.
We got a pop for you, Max.
We already said your
Send
name
us your
once.
info. No, I'm sure.
What characters do you want to see more of in the next season?
And let's put Julia on the table. We just talked a lot about Julia. It'd be nice to get some more of that
Yeah.
in there. But who else do we want to see a lot more of? Honestly, I want them to peel back some of the characters. I'm trying to think of like who we didn't get a lot of that I want to see, that I want to definitely see more of.
I kind of want to see more of. I'm curious how the dragon fits into the old god stuff.
Mm.
Did it feel
Because
like that dragon
dragons.
wasn't just a one-off episode important?
No, it totally felt like a one-off thing, right?
Right.
But to me, like you're setting up these like, because I could be blanking on what they were called because they kind of weren't connected at the times that they were brought up, right? But Ember and Umber is like, oh, these guys have parents, and they are, I think they said the old gods.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's also what we called the dragon.
Okay.
Or it was like an ancient one. Maybe there's a difference between like an ancient one and an old god.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, we'll never see that dragon again ever.
Maybe, but that would be cool.
But some of that pantheon, I do
Yeah.
think is interesting, and I feel like we're just gonna get it unless it's part of those scenes that we don't get because they're too high concept to like deign to interact with mortals. So we're like missing scenes where there's some like floating gas clouds that are like talking to each other kind of deal. But yeah, I do want some more like of the godly pantheon, and I hope that we interact with it more because again, we missed a lot with the Beast in season 1 and with Reynard in season 2. It'd be nice to get a villain that's more among us that we
Yeah.
can kind of interact with a little bit more on a day-to-day.
I have a few small ones too. Like I'd like to see more Fog. I think he's always an interesting character.
I was
when
gonna
he
say
shows up.
Fog. That was on my list. I like Fog.
I do want to see what happens with the reunion between Alice and her parents
Oh.
because they, as far as I know, think she's still dead.
Yeah, he probably should have made that
Ruh-roh.
call. I guess it's her decision. She's alive.
That is
now,
her
so she can
decision,
make
I
that
feel,
decision
yeah.
whenever she wants, but
Librarian for me.
I was gonna say the librarian
Yeah.
too. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of curious about.
We're pulling at the layers.
There's something there that's like interesting about the bureaucracy of it,
Yeah.
and it's compelling to me, and I think that's quite interesting. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
She's
I know
very
we're gonna,
lawful good.
Yeah.
yeah, and I know we're also gonna see the Fairy Queen next season. I
And
assume.
probably Persephone.
Actually, I erased everything I said. I want Persephone. Let's actually.
I am curious to see what their
that back
take
in.
on Persephone.
Yeah.
Persephone's one of those characters, or those like, I don't know. It's even hard to say character because it's always more of like a caricature. Like Persephone's been represented in so many different ways in so many different types of media. I am kind of curious what their take on like an established pantheonic sort of god
Yeah.
or higher being is gonna look like.
Especially since their depictions of gods have been kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Like you've got the Ember and Umber who are kind of more like that
Pan old demon
yes,
kind
pan
of thing.
style creature, and then you also have like dudes in suits. And so you're just kind of like, okay, where is this gonna fall? Like, is this gonna be a modern take on Persephone, or we're gonna do like full Greek outfit thing? Literally could be anything
No, we can't.
between.
They're not going to go full Greek outfit in this show
Why not?
because they already reserved that for like the toga wearing losers in the orgy. They're like the house that Persephone lives in is like a very like modern looking mansion.
Oh, I see. I never got to see that, so I
Right.
never put that together.
So she lives in a house that looks kind of just like a nice mansion in like the
Okay.
modern day.
Okay.
So I don't see this show like pulling the Greek mythology ripcord and having like that type of costuming.
That's too bad.
I was gonna say, because you called out early that this is a very millennial coded show, and when we talk about millennials depictions of like old gods or like reimagining them, a lot of times it is that like Terry Gilliam American gods.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, that's
Persephone's gonna be in a log cabin like wearing furs and like still hold it. Americans are so fucking good.
I mean, American's Terry Gilliam.
Oh,
no, that's the show. Wait.
yeah, Terry
That's Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Gaiman, yeah.
Sorry, Gilliam and Gaiman.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
like, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Gaiman, sorry. But yeah, like the gods all still have that like gravitas, but they're
Yeah.
very small characters. They feel like just small middle town America kind
Yeah.
of characters
Yeah.
until they are doing their godly thing, and then the power becomes like concerning and like earth shattering.
Right.
Yeah, I
Which
mean
is-
that's not the first thing. Like Gandalf is kind of that in a lot of ways, right?
No, he's got a ethereal look. He's got a
but
wizard
he's just kind of
look.
like a humble kind of guy trotting around
still
No,
got
town.
I don't think that's like
High-
quite
higher.
exactly the same. There is there is a little bit of like a frivolity that is around Gandalf, especially in his like early appearances that sets him as like a strange wizard. But like I get what you're saying, Colin, which is much more very. I think the issue is that feels dated to me, but it's probably
But it is
dated to
a
this
little
period of
dated,
time.
There is a perfect example that I cannot discuss because major spoilers for the show Supernatural. But there's a character who is very godly, in what they can do, but their appearance is so mundane. Like you would never pick up that this person has that ability. It's just like, oh, that's a guy in a shirt and his jeans. He's probably like on day 3. He just got his jeans from the laundry pile on his chair. You know, he's really kind of like knee deep into some French onion soup. Also, he has all of this power.
Yeah, I say I think that's a very millennial like, and again, I think people have been reinterpreting gods into their quote modern contexts of the time of its writing for a long time, and like making them feel more aligned to that culture and that time, so they feel more approachable, which is kind of what we're doing. But like,
yeah. What if God was a carpenter?
I mean, what if God was one of us?
yeah,
Just a slob.
like one of us.
All right.
Very good, but I think Persephone's a really solid one. Yeah, I'd like to see what they do with it.
Yeah, me too.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
Season 2 in the bag. It's another one.
Are you doing the DJ Khaled thing?
I wasn't until I said another one, and then I said that like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. I don't even know what that's from. I just know
Every
that.
song he's ever done.
What's up?
He just says that all the time.
That's his call
If he was
sign.
Pikachu, that'd be his little call out.
Now I'm imagining
Another
a DJ
one is
Khaled,
DJ
like,
Khaled's
Pokemon
Pika
coming
Pika.
out in
Yes.
the forest, and it's like, oh my god, it's DJ Khaled. Another one. And then you
one.
throw the ball and you catch him.
Oh, I thought he just said his name all the time.
He does that too.
It's both.
That would have. I'm saying that is his Pikachu. It's him just going DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
but it's usually DJ Khaled, another one.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that's
so
his
all
first
kind
and
of-
his last
That's
name.
his full name.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
DJ
His
Khaled.
government
another one.
name.
It's on his driver's license.
DJ first name, Khaled middle name, last name, another one.
Another
hyphenated.
hyphen one. Yeah, he got married
Yeah, he got married.
to Brenda one. He's DJ Khaled another.
No, he's not that progressive. We know this about him.
We do know this about him.
Be a better husband or partner than DJ Khaled.
Yeah, try.
All right, well, we'll see you next season.
We'll also see you on Saturday, December 27th. Is that the one I said in the
Yeah.
beginning? I think
It
so.
is.
Yep.
At 1 p.m. Central Time. And thank you to everybody who sent in questions. We appreciate you, lovely listeners and Discord lovers.
If you want, send us your info so we can send you some lovely Funko Pops.
Yeah, and we'll also try and reach out. But if you want to be proactive, boy, would that be great. You can even chuck it into like, I don't know, one of like the general Soup Talk
No,
Post
posts.
your
don't put your
address in
address in a
there.
public channel.
No, I meant to call out, be like, hey, thing. But I mean, it's, you can DM. Yeah.
Stuff and announce.
Sorry. Look, if you interpreted what I said, like I should put my social.
That's not on
That's
us.
not on us. Please take care of your own personal identity.
Don't
Your own
dox
PII.
yourself unless that's what you want.
Oh,
right.
fucking Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, please don't dox yourself. We won't even say. We barely say the city we live in.
Yeah.
Be like us.
Barely. You literally have a cutout behind you of the skyline of Chicago.
Well, more. I meant
could be
neighbor,
any
like
city.
area of the city.
And we often say Chicago pizza time.
This could be any city.
We
Yeah.
also literally refuse to use the actual Central Time because we don't know the difference, and we just say Chicago time.
Yeah.
This is also me being like, I've only lived in Chicago for 11 years now, and I don't call Chicago the city. Like, I always in my head the different like suburbs and also like neighborhoods are their own distinct areas. Like,
Absolutely.
to me, Chicago feels like a state just because it's so fucking big.
We
Like,
do treat it like one.
I
so.
know we do. I've been purely red pilled ever since I got here. I guess it's probably more apt to say blue pilled, but that doesn't really make sense from the mythology of Matrix. Just more on the politics.
I'm your host, Mike, signing off. Let's meet always.
It's Daja.
In front of me as always.
It's Colin.
We're here right now.
It's Brian.
And in the background, nothing.
It's producer James.
Another one.
See you next time. It's another one.
Bye forever.
For more information, go to popculturerollcall.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Our new theme provided by Stephen Rossblock. Find him at StephenRossblock.com for more of his work. Join us next week for another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call.